Products in Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 can be defined in various places. Either you define the products directly from the shared product repository, and that is one of the 3 list pages, or you do allow users to create products directly from their release products list page. This list page is a list page that contains all the available products within the legal entity that the user has logged in to work in. The user must be granted special rights in order to be able to have the same option of defining products directly from in this list page. If you choose to have the same item number as the product number, you will just define a product number sequence, and that will ensure that whenever you create a new product, that number will be copied to the item number when creating it from the release products list page. On the other hand, if you want to be able to control the actual item numbering in the specific legal entity, you will have to set up a separate number sequence for this. You do this by going to Inventory and Warehouse Management. In the setup, you select the Parameters form, where you have the Number Sequences tab. In here you find the item number sequence. If you choose to put in an item number sequence here, it means that you will overrule the suggested product number given when you create a new product. In order to be able to create products in the shared product repository and release these products to multiple legal entities, it is important to state that the item number sequence, if you choose to work with a separate one for a legal entity, has to be set up as automatic. In the case where you set the item number sequence to manual, the release process will no longer function, since it will require some user intervention to enter the item number in that specific legal entity. However, if it's okay to create products directly from the release products list page in that legal entity, you can set it to manual and thereby only create products from the release products list page. The release products management list page is only available from the product information management area, so you'd have to return back to it in order to create a new product. Select the action New Product and you'll be presented with a dialog of the most common fields used when creating a legal entity specific product. A few of the fields are shared product fields, which means when you define them here, they will be stored back on the core product definition. The product type, item or service, and the product subtype. Do you wish to create a new product or a new product master from this legal entity? The product number. In this case, you will notice that the product number has already been used, which means that you will not be allowed to use it again. By picking a separate one, the indicator will then indicate whether it's okay or not. The product name and the search name entered here in the identification part will apply to the shared product definition, and that is, if this product is to be shared with other legal entities, this will be the name and the search name for the product. You are allowed to go in and set up a separate legal entity specific search name. The reference groups can be set up directly when creating the product, or can be left blank and set up later in the process, depending on your choice of selection. Do notice that when you set up the storage and tracking dimension groups directly from this dialog, it will ensure that they will be set up on a legal entity level, not on the shared product level. The units of measures will be copied from the inventory and warehouse management parameters defaults. Selecting OK will ensure that you get a new product instance as well as a release product instance. So in all essence, you don't have to release back to the product repository or retrieve the product from up there because it's available in both places at the same time. In order to set up more information, more legal entity specific information for this product instance, you select Edit. Edit will show you the Release Products Details form. This is a form much richer in actions and functions than the actual product core definition form. On the General FAST tab, only a few fields can be changed. In this case, the search name or the item model group. The rest of the grayed out fields are determined on the core product definition and has to be set up on that level. The rest of the FAST tabs have legal entity specific information and needs to be set up within every legal entity. You'll see that the FAST tabs down here correspond to the action tabs up here, and everything has been divided into processes in order for you to easily pick up the values that need to be defined or the actions you need to perform for the released product. Once set up, you can continue on to validating the setup and then use the product. A separate how-to shows you on how to easily input legal entity specific information, validating it and ensuring that it can be picked up on any kind of transaction.